welcome back. It's nice to have your company with us this morning. Now, my next guest, he was once described as a coward and very evil. But what we can decide this morning is whether this is true. And he is here this morning, he's live in the studio, but is he a coward or just a very wise man? Now, give a round of applause for my guest this morning, King John. Your Majesty.
Good morning, good morning. I would just like to open first by saying I am only here because I am being paid by the people too. This is all my purpose here, so if you would like, I would like to hurry it up, for I am on a royal duty. I'd also just like to mention first that I am king. You dare question my reign. For no matter what, I am your sovereign, like it or not.
Okay. So, Your Majesty, thank you for freeing up your time with us this morning. We appreciate, don't we, audience? Yes. We should begin with religion because you've often been described to be not a religious person. What are your views on religion as a king?
I do not wish to comment on my religious views. I believe there is no such thing as God. All you should accept is that I am a king chosen by God. You dare question my reign?
So does that mean you don't believe in God? Even though you were born king by God?
Oh, this is absolutely silly. Oh yes, of course. I believe for the good of my people, but I don't hold the same religious views as the kings and queens before me. I am not overly religious in that sense.
Okay. Very well then. Let's move on from religion. Obviously that's a sensitive topic. I have to question, you've been described as a coward. Why do you think people see this of you?
Well, you can't have it all, really. I claim taxes from the land, and I can understand why people would see me as a coward and a villain for it, but when I take taxes, I only take taxes for the good of my country, for the good of my people. I don't do it for selfish reasons. Yes, they help me afford these jewels and this crown that I am wearing, but it is all done for the purpose of this country. I would not consider myself a coward, more a hero.
Do you consider yourself as a greedy, sly man for your actions of taking taxes from the people? Because many have questioned why you're taking these because they don't see any improvement. There are still people dying on the streets. Do you think that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing? Because you have just said that you're able to afford your nice, expensive jewellery. Does this mean you're buying it for your own purpose and not the people's?
Well, yes, but when I buy this for my own purpose, I buy it to make myself a better king, so I can aid this country better. Yes, there are people dying on the streets, but I am doing my best under the situations in which I have been given. I take taxes, yes, but I don't ever demand to the point where it is unlivable. I demand taxes so that we can prosper out of this dark time, not stay in it.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm afraid we're going to take an advertisement break right there. We're going to be back with King John after the break, and I'll see you then. Welcome back. This morning we are still joined by King John. He's stuck around with us. What a good man he is. And this is a good way to start. How do you feel about the backlash that you receive from your own people, your helpers, your advisors? I think as a person of watching you as our king, it must be pretty hard for you to deal with that pressure and backlash that you do receive from your fellow helpers.
Oh, comfort me now in this extreme. I am not this wicked man that you believe me to be. I believe in my country, and I want to do my best as king.
But sometimes we understand this, but we also get a real sense of I just can't get through. I think my Twitter, when I was going through my social networking feed last night, people were saying he just comes across evil. Like, how do you feel like people are viewing you as this evil figure? Does it hurt you? Do you get upset by this amount of abuse that you do receive?
Well, to begin, I know not what this social network is you speak of, but I would rather give up my whole governance. It feels difficult as one is constantly being picked apart. This is not an easy task as you think it is to be king. Yes, fine, I admit I'm not as successful as my brothers and my father, but I believe that I'm a good thinker, and I want to do this country right. I want us as a country to do the best that we can. Your taxes, they are good, but they are not strong enough. But I need to contend to the England, for there is no remedy.
Are you suggesting that there's no fixture? There is nothing we can do to fix the problem we have?
We can do our best to fix the problem, but we cannot hope to solve it in its absolution. We can only do our best, and that is what I believe is my right given to me as kin, that I am doing.
Do you feel you are doing a good job of being king? Do you think your brother and your father would be proud of what you're doing to the people?
It matters not what my father and brother believes of me. I can't be my father or my brother. I have to be me as king. It's not their time as king, it's mine. And I have to do the best I can. And I believe, even though I can understand why people see me as a villain or why people will look at me in history and hate me, but I will do my best for this country, and that's what it always has been about, putting my country at my heart.
And are you hoping doing this interview with me today is going to capture that to our nation? Because I can get my figures in. I do believe we have got 3 million viewers tuning in now live, and we are intending to broadcast this again tonight. Do you think that people are going to watch this to see the real you?
I can only hope to those watching that those 3 million people that you suggested, that you told me of, that they not to understand the real me, but rather understand that it is not so easy being king, and that given the circumstances and the weight of the burden that I've been given, that I am merely doing the best that I can.
Right. Okay. Thank you very, very much for that, King John. We appreciate you coming in today and doing this as one of your royal duties today.